In continuation with the last lecture, let's go for the next question. Xz is equals to 3z inverse upon 1 minus z inverse 1 minus 2z inverse. Here 3 ROC is given. This is the third case in which we have to find out xn by partial fraction method. ROCs are mod of z greater than 2, mod of z less than 1, and mod of z is greater than 1 and less than 2. As we know, step 1 is xz by z. So I just convert the inverse power into the positive power, that is multiply by z square or divide by z square, because highest power of z inverse is z minus 2 in the denominator part. So xz is equals to 3z upon z minus 1 z minus 2. Now first step is xz by z. So 3z upon z into z minus 1 z minus 2, z will cancel out, it will become 3 upon z minus 1 z minus 2. Second step is partial fraction. So xz by z is equals to a upon z minus 1 plus b upon z minus 2. For find out the value of a, put z is equals to 1, and for find out for the value of b, put z is equals to 2. In complete xz by z form, when we are trying to find out the value of a, put z is equals to 1. So 3 upon 1 minus 2. Don't put z is equals to 1 in z minus 1, because it will become 0 and something by 0 will become infinity. So value of a is minus 3, and for value of b, put z is equals to, so we get b is equals to 3. So xz by z is equals to minus 3 upon z minus 1 plus 3 upon z minus 2. Now next step is take z to the right hand side. So xz is equals to minus 3 z upon z minus 1 plus 3 z upon z minus 2. Now final answer is xn based on the ROC, that is step 4. First case, ROC is mod of z greater than 2. Greater than 2 means a circle of radius 2, outside that area will be the region of convergence. So ROC xn will be minus 3 z upon z minus a raised to power n un, that is un, plus 3 z upon z minus 2 raised to power n un, because ROC exists on the mod of z greater than. Case 2, ROC is mod of z less than. In the case of less than, we take left-handed sequence, that is u of minus n minus 1. So it will be minus 3 z upon z minus 1 minus a raised to power n u of minus n minus 1. Minus a is 1 raised to power n u of minus n minus 1 plus 3 minus 2 raised to power n u of minus n minus 1. Open the bracket, and so the last case is important one, that is mod of z greater than 1 and less than 2. So for the z upon z minus 1, here pole is z at z is equals to 1. So in that case we take the ROC of the first part, that is minus 3. Answer from the first part, minus 3 1 raised to power n un. Okay, and for the mod of z less than 2, see the second part, z upon z minus 2. Here pole exists at z is equals to 2, and less than 2 means we will include the answer from the second part, that is minus 3 2 raised to power n u of minus n minus 1. In this way we will write the ROC or xn inverse z transform for case 3. One part from greater than ROC and second part from less than ROC. Next question is xz is equals to 1 minus z inverse plus z minus 2 upon 1 minus half z inverse 1 minus 2 z inverse 1 minus z inverse. ROC is mod of z less than 1, greater than 1 and less than 2. Again convert into the positive power, z cube minus z square plus z upon z minus half z minus 2 z minus 1. First step is xz by z. So 1 z will cancel out, take common 1 z from upper part and it will cancel out. So it will become step 2 partial fraction, a upon z minus half plus b upon z minus 2 plus c upon z minus 1. Z is equals to half for value of a, put z is equals to 2 for value of b, put z is equals to 1 for value of c. In this way we will get the value of a, b, c, that is 1, 2 and minus 2. So third step will be xz is equals to, take that z on the right hand side and put the value of a, b, c. It will become z upon z minus half plus 2 z upon z minus 2 minus 2 z upon z minus 1. So see all the three parts. One part says pole is at half, second part says pole at 2, and third part says pole at 1. Important point, ROC is mentioned in the question, that is ROC mod of z is greater than 1 and less than 2. See first part, pole at half. Now decide whether we will include the ROC of right sided or left sided. For half we will include right sided. For 2 we will include left sided. Why? Because mod of z is less than 2. Less than will exist for left side sequence, and for pole at z is equals to 1 we will include right sided, because ROC is mod of z greater than 1. Greater than half will include greater than 1, that part. So first xn is equals to first part z upon z minus half a raised to power n un. For third part a raised to power n un. For middle part z upon z minus 2, our answer will be minus 2 minus 2 raised to power n u of minus n minus 1. This will be the inverse Z transform. Few important points are there. In some cases ROC is not given in the question or it is unknown, so we can go for the two methods. If the signal is known to be causal, always choose right sided terms for calculating the inverse for each term. Okay. And second case, if signal is stable, then that means it is absolutely summable, and DTFT can be DTFT is discrete time Fourier transform. It's just similar to continuous time Fourier transform. We have discrete time Fourier transform. That means for stability, ROC must include unit circle. Example, mod of z greater than half. If ROC is more greater than half, means half circle के बाहर का सारा area, exterior of half circle. So in that unit circle is included. That means system will be stable. And choose right or left sided inverse to ensure circle of z plane is included. Stable case में हमें ये ध्यान रखना है, unit circle should be there in the ROC. Next question, we will go for random example. Xn is equals to 7 into 1 by 3 raised to power n minus 6 into 1 by 2 raised to power n into un. Open the bracket, we have to find out simply Z transform. We know that a raised to power n un having Z transform z upon z minus a with mod of z greater than a. Simply put it, so find out the value of xz. Xz is equals to 7 into z upon z minus a with mod of z greater than 1 by 3 minus 6 z upon z minus a is 1 by 2 with mod of z greater than half. Now find the common ROC. One part says ROC is greater than 1 by 3, one part says ROC is greater than 1 by 2. So greater than 1 by 3, greater than 1 by 2, common area is greater than 1 by 2. So complete ROC will be mod of z greater than 1 by 2. So final xz is equals to 7z upon z minus 1 by 3 minus 6z upon z minus 1 by 2. Solve the LCM, take the LCM and solve the complete part. We will get z square minus 3 by 2z upon z square minus 5 by 6z plus 1 by 6 with mod of z greater than 1 by 2. This is the Z transform of this particular question.